Dear parents, my name is Nitin Pradhan and I want to help your children succeed in their college careers. So I've put my own money to build a program to do this. Parents, do you need help to get your 9th to 12th graders into reputed US colleges and universities affordably? The rich and the famous are spending tens of thousands of dollars to hire career coaches to help their children succeed. Are you mad? Are you sad? Or are you just simply helpless? Who is going to help your children succeed and get into US colleges? We can affordably at less than $1 a day. Watch our free preview. Visit www.scaleupusa.xyz, click on Career Trajectory and just register. Success is not accidental, it's intentional. Here's a quick formula to achieve success in college career. First, start early as possible, preferably by 9th grade. Second, review our program as a family. Third, learn, plan, and execute on this program. Now, our program will introduce you and your children to tips, tricks, resources, tools, processes, procedures, and best practices specifically about college planning, research, selection, application, enrollment, and financial aid. It will prepare your children for future career success and tackle any failures that come along in life. College equals money. You will typically spend between $20,000 and $60,000 for each year of U.S. college education for your children. Your children's college education is typically the second largest investment you will make in your life. Gain an unfair advantage, not only for you, but for your children. Use the affordable formula that has worked for me, my children, and others. Don't just have your children do the mistake of focusing on ACTs, SATs, GREs, GMATs, or other standardization tests. Work with Scale Up USA to create and execute a holistic college admissions, financial aid, and career growth strategy. Proper career planning can add over $1 million to your child's lifelong earnings. Join Career Trajectory to learn how. This can be the difference between they being middle class versus rich. Typical private quality college career counseling costs between $2,700 to $10,000 a year. Ours cost less than $1 a day. Use the promo code given here for a 20% off on our yearly plan. Now, let's watch a quick video of the Career Trajectory program. Now let's talk about how you get to Career Trajectory program and see a short demo. So the first thing you need to do is to go to scaleupusa.xyz on your browser. And once you go there, you'll come to the platform itself. I'm not going to go through the platform in detail, but I want to tell you that Scale Up USA is a digital business and career growth accelerator based out of Washington, D.C. in US. And one of the only points that I want to sort of focus on is this whole area of microlearning technology. So the whole platform is based on microlearning. Microlearning is the next frontier for learning. So the entire Career Trajectory program is based on microlearning. What is microlearning? Microlearning is providing small chunks of knowledge at a time to the learner. So you don't bombard the person with lots and lots of information in one big chunk so that they cannot absorb. So you give it in short chunks, and the short chunks is precise knowledge, it's fresh knowledge, it's typically video-based knowledge because that's what allows a person to sort of watch the video and listen and actually get the maximum benefit. It's on demand, so you can start and close it off anytime you want, and it's accessible all around the year. That's what the whole program is. So with that, let's go back and actually look at career trajectory. So to go to career trajectory, once you're on this page, all you need to do is to go to the top menu and click career trajectory. Once you click on career trajectory, you have two options to enter. You can buy the program. This is the preferred route because it gives you access to the entire program, including the foundational section and the premium section, or you can do the free preview. In the free preview, you will have access to the foundational program. All you need to do is to just connect here. It's going to get into a form. You can enter the details. You can put in your credit or debit card, and that's how you would actually register. Now, what I want to mention here about the program itself is that we are focused on preparing your child, your student for college. And the way we are doing it is rather than just focus on the student itself, we are trying to build a family unit around the student and the family to actually prepare together so that the student is ready to apply and succeed in college. Now, one of the things that I do want to mention, which we have mentioned earlier too, is the fact that college education is very costly. It's also very time consuming. So if you make a mistake, if the student makes a mistake or the family makes a mistake or the parent makes a mistake, it can turn out to be exceptionally costly. It might cost you in terms of tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Perhaps you may not get the best career. Perhaps you not get the best job. Perhaps you may not even get the job. That is why career counseling is very critical. Unfortunately, not many students, not many parents are making use of it. And one of the reasons it is happening that there's not much use of career counseling is the price tag. The price tag for career counseling is roughly between $2,700 to $10,000 a year. That's why the very rich can afford it, the rest of them cannot. That's why we brought in this program. Our program is less than $1 a day when you look at it on an annualized basis. So make advantage of it. Now, one of the things that I want to focus on is that the Career Trajectory Program Index. So Career Trajectory was designed to be an affordable program, a high value program that any general person in US and even globally can afford. So that's what we have done. One of the other things we wanted to do was to make sure that the program is transparent. That's why we have actually put out the entire curriculum right up front. You can see exactly what you're going to be taught, and that's going to be taught by microlearning in small chunks in video presentations. So it's again very, very interesting in a story-like format. So that's what we have done. Now here is the entire curriculum there. I want to quickly go through it. We have section 1, which is the foundational program. This is what you would have access to if you did the free preview. Remember, I talked about the free preview here. If you signed up for free preview, this is the entire section you will have. Now, this is a very interesting section. It's about 90 minutes, and its focus is on programming the student's mind for success. How do you inculcate the idea of winning and success in the student, in your child, is discussed here. It's very valuable. It's very interesting. So go ahead and take it if you're not planning to sign up for the premium section. Now, of course, the next section onwards, section 2 onwards, all of them are premium sections, which means you have to pay to actually get in. And again, the price is very low, almost $1 a day, which is not a large amount when you're trying to go to US colleges where you'll spend tens of thousands of dollars to get into the right college. Section 2 deals with international students and parents. They need to have some additional knowledge that US students do not. This is a section for them. It's very important. It talks about all the typical questions that international students and parents ask us. Now, the third section is a section which we ask 3 strategic questions, actually to the student, but also to the family. I'm not going to disclose these questions here. I'm going to keep this suspense, but these questions are going to be foundational in helping the student think in the right fashion to build their custom formula for success. So go ahead and look at these questions and answer them, potentially even discuss them with your family. The fourth section is very critical. It's application timeline strategy. Now here's what's happening. We have seen students literally wake up in the 11th grade or in the 12th grade, which is junior or senior year, and start planning for college. That sometimes is too late. There's not enough time to plan, prepare. They take risks, they get stressed out, they don't perform well. We want to stop that. So we have a new timeline that starts off as early as 9th grade and sort of gets you through 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You should go out and actually check this section out and apply this timeline to reduce stress and actually improve performance. Then, of course, in section 5, we have a whole discussion about selecting the optimum college major. This is a mistake which a lot of students and parents make. They don't select the right major for the college, and because of that, they may not get a high salary, perhaps they may not even get a job, their career prospects are not good, and yet they spend a ton of money educating themselves and they spend a ton of time. We want to avoid that. This is the section which discusses that in depth. It also has a number of resources. Then, of course, we have this very interesting section called personal branding. US colleges are looking for superstars. They're looking for specialists. They're looking for folks who have something interesting to offer to the university, to the community, and to the world at large. So how do you build your personal brand so that the US colleges actually come seeking for you and actually even offer you a scholarship and fellowship, just like they did for me, just like my children got. So this is something which we discuss here, and this is example that we have given here of number of ways you can actually build your personal brand. Again, a very, very interesting section. Then, of course, we have the obligatory standardization tests. Standardization tests like ACTs, SATs, GREs, GMATs are required in many colleges. So how do you take them? How do you perform well? How do you plan for them? Test taking strategies, all of them are discussed here. Then there are, of course, a number of resources, both free and paid, that you can take that have been discussed here. Then, of course, we have what we call the best fit colleges to apply. This is again a mistake which a number of students do. Students and their parents sometimes select colleges for the wrong reason. And so they end up either not getting the college, or they end up paying too much for the college, or they end up coming out of a college and not having much of a future. How do you avoid that? That's discussed here. How do you select colleges? How many colleges you apply? All of those strategies, including resources for selecting of colleges, have been discussed here. Then, of course, we have in section 9, how do you secure financial aid? This is one of the crucial questions that both students and parents ask us time and time again. How do you get financial aid? How do you get scholarships? How do you actually get the best type of loan? All of these kind of discussions are taking place here. One of the things that I will like to mention in this section is searching for scholarships and grants. Today, there are billions and billions of dollars worth of scholarships and fellowships and grants available to students and families, which are going wasted because nobody is researching and applying for them. So we have got a list of resources where you can go and do this kind of search. Check it out. Then, of course, we come to the section 10. Section 10 is like the core of this program. And in this section, we are talking about how do you create a strong college application. So we go from everything to what is a superior application, how do colleges evaluate applicants, to building the entire portfolio, including, transcripts and essays and personal statements and recommendation letters and college resumes. Everything that students have asked us, we have actually researched. We have created short videos. We have put them here. It's very simple in story-like format so that it does not stress you out. You can go back and refer when you're going back and doing stuff. That's what I suggest. This program is not something you take once and you forget. You take it once, you go through the whole program, understand what's there. And then when the right time comes, when you are, let's say, going out and writing college essays, go back and look at how you master college essays. When you're trying to get recommendation letters, you can go back and look at how do you get strong recommendation letters. That's how you use this. This is not only a program that you can educate you, but also can act as your reference guide. And then, of course, we have the saving strategies for students. This is once you have got into college, you can actually use these saving strategies so that you can find a part-time job, you can do some fundraising, you can actually go out and save money so that you can live within your means, so you're not spending too much money and racking up too much of a loan. So those are the kind of things that we have discussed. Now, couple of things here. The first thing I want to mention is that this is a dynamic program. So we are adding new stuff, you're updating stuff. Our students, our members keep on writing to us what they need. We research. If we find that the topic is relevant and there's enough information on it, we can go out and create a new video. We can add it. So we are adding new video lessons. We are adding new video sections. There's all kind of activity taking place on this platform. Now, what I will tell you is currently we have over 100 videos. It's based on this sophisticated microlearning platform. One of the other things that I mentioned here is that we have family access. So we encourage not only the student or the child, but their parents to access this program within the family unit and actually learn from it. Of course, we don't want you to share it with other families. They can buy their own, but within your own family, you should be able to access it. This program, as I said, is continuously updated. It's very affordable. It's and it's low cost to student because there's no large upfront costs. Now, of course, we have a short video here on my personal experience in US, how I came and how I succeeded. It's again very interesting so that you can see, I came from very humble roots and actually managed to succeed here in US. You can too, using the formula that I sort of created for myself. That's what I would suggest. And then, of course, we have something very, very interesting. We have a whole lot of partnerships going on with colleges and universities, and we have partnerships going on with corporations and nonprofits. So if you want to set up a partnership with Scale Up USA or the Career Trajectory program, you can actually click onto it and actually look at the various options available, and then you can get back to us. So again, very in-depth program. I would encourage you to actually join it immediately, buy the premium section, start working on it, and then of course talk about this program to friends and family. We need more students, more people to come in, because that's the way we are going to improve our community. That's the way we are going to make this world a better place. So all the best.